What's going on, guys, and welcome back. On today's video, I found some extra wraps, so we're gonna be wrapping the side mirrors on the STI. Should be easy, should be fun, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab something that's not really gonna mess up the paint or anything. So I have the little plastic tool that you use for wrapping. We're just gonna wedge it under here, and we wanna take this black piece off first, and then we'll take off the mirror cover. So it comes out pretty easy. It's held by these three tabs right here. So you just gotta pull on it and it'll come out. Ideally, what you're gonna wanna do are push these tabs down and pull out. So what you're trying to do is get this in there, push the tab down and pull this out, and that's for all three of these. So I have both sides off now. One thing I forgot to mention is you're gonna wanna wash this, clay bar it. You wanna make sure there's no wax or anything on it, that way the vinyl really sticks to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I did clean the car not too long ago, and I keep it in the garage so it wasn't that dirty, so I just gave it a quick wipe down. But then I went ahead, used this Mother's clay bar to go ahead and clay bar it down. Did both sides. Now start wrapping. So when working with wrap, you could use like soapy water to really make it slide around and place it where you want it. For this specific situation, we're not gonna be using that. I'm just gonna put the wrap on here, put it nice and tight, and use, I don't have a heat gun, but I do have a fiance that has a blow dryer, so I'll be using that. I do need to get a heat gun. We are going to do it, we're actually gonna push this mirror in like that and do it from here. Now we're gonna start from this point right here and work our way this way. And then once we have most of it on, we're gonna go ahead, take the cover off and tuck it all in because it's too thin down there to really tuck it in yourself. So. Oh, in case you're wondering, I'm using the Avery Dennison wrap. Alright, so now that I got the majority of it wrapped, I'm going to go ahead and pull the cover off so I can start tucking in the edges. Now, pulling it off should be pretty simple. Now that I have the bottom half off, it should just pop right out. So as you can see here, these are the little tabs holding it in place that just go right here. Alright guys, not sure how good you could see it, but I finally finished just one. I just got to cut off all the excess. I was just kind of tucking it in there. The trick on these edges is really pulling and spreading. And then, you know, of course, just sticking it in there so it doesn't pop back up. After I cut it, I'll really finish it off and make sure it sticks. See, like, example, that little guy right there. What you do is you pull away and spread and then push down and it'll stay. And once I learned that trick, I started doing all the edges and it started coming out pretty good. So I am happy with the way it turned out. We'll see how it looks on the car. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead, get a blade to go ahead and cut the excess off, and then I'll put it back on and we should be done. Now that I cut off all the excess, I'm gonna go ahead, get the heat gun, and just heat all this up, make sure it sticks in there, fix little things like this one right here. All this isn't gonna be visible, so it doesn't really matter down here. It's more for it to stick so that this doesn't come loose and show over here. And then we should be done. Not gonna lie guys, I'm pretty impressed how it came out. I did a lot better than I thought it was gonna do. I guess just over the years of wrapping the roof, the spoiler, all the other stuff, I've just been kind of learning from my mistakes. I have it all the way tucked in there. No lines or anything. None of those like crinkles or whatever you call them. Which I've had, like, example of imperfection. I don't know how well you can see it, but I have like those crinkles there on the antenna when I tried that. I don't have any of those on this, so that's a plus. So what do you think, guys? Black, white. I feel like it came out pretty good. As you can see, I tucked it all in there. It looks good up here, but there was one, there's like a bubble down here. Not a bubble, but like, it's part of the tucking. So part of the tucking, I guess when I tucked it in and then I cut it, maybe I cut it too short and I should have left it longer. That way it stayed on tight, but this, I feel like this bubble formed after I was done with everything, because none of this was there. When I was done, I made sure it was all perfect, but it must have happened after I threw this on. This just bubble came out of nowhere. So other than that, I feel like I like it. It looks good. I'm glad I went with black. So this was leftover wrap from my roof wrap, which I got from Premium Autostyling. So if you guys want to purchase some of this, just go ahead and head to their website. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that bell notification. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.